YouTubers, what's going on? This is Mac your Barber, man. I'm from New York City representing how we do our flavors of cuts. Right now, I'm giving this young gentleman a low tape up because he wants to grow out his hair. Don't want to go too crazy on the tape up, so I'm keeping it very low. And Baby Bliss is the number one company right now. Actually, I really love they tools, they machine, the clippers cut so beautifully. But of course, I'm an old school barber. I like my masters. But nevertheless, I open it up, I clean it up very nicely. Then I start blending with my Baby Bliss taper, and work my way up to no more than a 1.5 on that tape up. I would start off with a 000, fade all the way up, and then I'd start playing around with the numbers. So right now I'm opening it up the one all the way up, and then I'm blending all the way down to a 000. So right now I'm playing with the numbers, making sure that it doesn't go too high. Make sure that skin line is very clean. And I always play with when I'm doing the skin line. I always play with the 000 just so I can clean it up nicely. So as I'm doing here, I'm actually gonna clean up the fade, clean up the sides, clean it up nicely, beautiful. And I give it a nice little shape up. Give me some place to work with, I've gotta find my little mark where I'm heading. So you get the vision. Well, of course, I always go back to my masters. The masters is one of the best machines I started off with. Been cutting for quite a while now, 8 years, and I've been using the masters. Never failed me. So right now, I'm just giving me a little space to work with, cleaning it up nice, getting the vision going. And, I give them a low tape up again in the back of the fade, giving them a nice low tape up. I'm going with a green. As a lot of African Americans, we like to go down with the green because you don't want to go up too high on the fade. So I always tend to blend down. Always start off with a number one, and then I work my way down to a 000, and then a zero to clean it up with. If you don't know what's a 000, the 000 is the lowest number on the guard. So a one is when the guard is open. As you do in all your machines, it's always the guard open. That's normally leads to a half to a number one, depending on the machine. So right now I'm just playing with the numbers, no more than a number 1.5 that I'm playing with this young gentleman here. No more than a 1.5 that I'm going with. I keep it low, nice and clean. Like again, the lines makes up a haircut. Anything you do with a haircut, the lines makes up for a haircut. So when I'm talking about what the lines is like, and the thing about a haircut, it has to stand out. It makes it clean. Is a nice line. The tape up, the fades, everything else comes after. Of course, that's perfection. To whoever's just starting off in the game, don't ever be afraid of, jumping out there. You're gonna get better in time. But long as the lines are crispy, the customer loves it. It was all about customer service, making sure the customers love, you know, their haircut. So right now I'm taking again.
He needs some milk.
I'm playing with the numbers, cleaning up the lines, Nevertheless, I go with a one and work my way down to a 000. So I'll clean it up with the one, work with my way down to the 116, then a half, and then a OA, and then as a 000. And the Baby Bliss, like I tell you again, is works miracles. The lines and everything. You could do a full sculpting of the hair with the Baby Bliss machines. So right now I'm sculpting the hair right now. I'm picking it out, making sure I get all the stranglees, everything out. I got everything to work with. Now I got formation. So what I'm doing is just taking out the little split ends with these baby bliss. These things cut amazing again. So right now I'm just playing with the edges, cleaning them up. All you're doing is really shaping it. Like you're taking your time and shaping it to a nice curve. Yeah, you blending out the hair, all the loose hairs that's sticking up from what you comb out. That's normally what you clean it with. You're actually taking out. Don't try to go crazy. Just take your time and clean it up nicely. But you have it at I'm having it at 000 right now where I'm cleaning it up, but I'm taking my time and I'm going around the hair very slowly. So what are you really looking for as you sculpting the hair? You sculpting it at a very you're looking for all the hairs that's sticking up when I'm picking it, and then you just following the line. You're going, you're grooming, you're moving with the machine. You're one with the machine. You gotta find your niche. You gotta be comfortable in what you're doing. But you're taking your time, and you very slightly touching the hair. You adjust the client to what you need it to be, and you just sculpt the hair. So the rule number one about barbering, you do your best not to push back a person's hairline. You do your best. So no, in an instance, a lot of people have the little baby hair. So what you do, you take a number one, you comb it out very nicely, and then you take a number one guard and you just clean it up, the little hairs, very much clean it up lightly touch. And then you work your way with your machine. Then you use the baby hair as a guideline. You do not go past the baby hair. Then you're pushing back the hairline. And the thing about pushing back a hairline, when it grows back, it looks disgusting. So you just work with the baby hair. You comb it out nicely, and then you just take your time and you follow your lines. Follow the line straight across. The machine, all the machines, the T-liners, they normally go right to left. So what you need to do is always slide the blade in the opposite direction that you're cutting. You slide the blade, and you'll get a perfect line. Never fails. Just take your time. Get the middle. You always start off. I normally start off in the middle. Other people do otherwise, but the middle gives me a guideline. And that's what I'm looking for. Everything in cutting hair, you have to have a guideline, a beginning and an end. Right now, again, I'm just cleaning up the hairline. I'm using the baby hair. To the world, man, of barbering, man, I love this art. Like I said, man, my name is Mac the Barber. I'm here to change the game. I'm trying to share the love. I want to reach out to whoever wants to learn. I'm always willing to share little tips here and then, but New Yorkers is what we do. We love to flex. We love to make people. We all about lines and fades. We all about sharpness. We all about love. We love the art. It's not only by just cutting hair, it's about being the person. You're doing what we do best. That's what New York is about. We stand up. And this is what I'm trying to do, show you love in these haircuts. So check me out, Mac the Barber. about Mac the Barber, man. I've been cutting hair for almost 10 years now. It never came easy. And to me, a barber is when you could cut any kind of hair, when you can make a mistake and still fix it. It's about when that person come out of the chair, they feel like I'm a new man. If a person or client comes to you every week, spend their money with you. They come to be comfortable. We trying to make a difference in the world every day. But being a barber, like I tell you, Mac the Barber, I've been doing this for quite a while, and I love my art. I love what I do. So this is a little homie. He want to get braids out right now. He came in looking a little rough, but I'm going to clean them up, make sure he's straight full of his braids. So the thing about braids, you can't go crazy on the table. You can't go crazy. So you just got to make sure the brother looking nice and sharp, before you even step out. It's all about presentation. It's all about presentation. You make sure the brother clean and happy when he walks out of the chair.